Welcome to Manson Live Sports. Welcome to Manson Live Sports. This is Aaron England with Cole Cochran coming to you live from Manson High School, where the Trojans host the Oroville Hornets in a big league matchup. Trojans come into this needing a win to help their postseason hopes that still remain. They have Oroville tonight. Next week they go all the way to Ritzville to play Ritzville. Then the week after that they have a non-conference game against Mabton. Tonight is homecoming with the early start coming to you an hour early, so it's still pretty outside. And the lights are just starting to take effect. Captains are out there right now for the coin toss. So for Oroville, the two guys that stopped, Jackson Rise and Seth Bauer, they are both juniors, a senior and a junior. They are their studs. Oroville has lost to Tenasket. They lost to Brewster, and they got blown out by Lake Roosevelt. Pretty similar matchup. Pretty similar teams to the Trojans. They can stop their studs. This could be a good ball game. As the Trojans won the toss, and they will defer to the second half. Oroville will receive, and Trojans will go towards the north. So they'll go right to left as we see it. So we mentioned tonight is homecoming, so we'll have a long halftime. And typically about 25-minute halftime while they drive all the royalty around the track, show off their pretty dresses. And if you're hungry for dinner, I've been told it's carne asada night, so it smells great here. If you're thinking about putting frozen chicken in the oven, put that down and come out for carne asada. Okay.
Right there. So red light.
All right. So we're just about ready to get underway. Trojans come out. It looks like Arturo Valdovinos will do the kicking duties, tees it up right in the middle of the field. Calm night. That flag is not even moving. Beautiful fall night for football. A little cold, a little crisp, but not too much. Arturo gets the whistle, spreads them out. 5 on either side. Kicks a low liner, taking about the 7 by Oroville. It's to the 20. Breaks the tackle. Now he kind of gets outside. Breaks another one, tries to cut back. The Trojans will wrap him up and get him there at the 34, where Oroville will take over. That was Seth Bauer, that 5'11", 170-pound junior, one of their studs. Trojans come out in a three-man front. Let's see what Oroville does here. Come out with a loaded backfield, kind of a full house, 2 fullbacks and a tailback. 1-man split far side. Gives up the middle, breaks the first line. Attack gets drilled. He got 9 yards. But got paid for it as he gets tackled right at the 41 from the 33 to 41. 2nd and 2 coming up for Oroville with 11.5 left to go in the first quarter. Oroville breaks the huddle quickly. They come out with tight end split. They give it to the H-back, breaks the tackle. Now he's going to get strung out and out of bounds. He might pick up half a yard, but it's going to be 3rd and at least a yard coming up. 2nd and 2, depending on the spot, he got a yard. So 3rd and 1 coming up. As Caden Beasley, among others, did a good job stringing him to the sideline. Third and 1, big play coming up early in the ballgame. Trojans 3 down linemen. About 4 or 5 linebackers kind of milling around. Oroville comes out, power I, or just the I, straight up. Fakes it, now he bootlegs to the far side, throws it, ball is dropped. Had a man, would have had a first down, but it was incomplete. So that was Colby Guzman, or no, Taylor McCoy playing quarterback. So it'll be 4th and a yard. Let's see what Oroville does early. They are at the 43-yard line. First possession of the game. Clock stops 11:03. I want to thank Lake Schland Helicopters for sponsoring the first quarter of tonight's broadcast. 860-9058. Best time of the year to fly. All the colors. Little snow on the mountains. Oroville comes out tight. I formation. Give it to the fullback. And he's going to get the first down as that pile moves ahead for about 4 yards on the carry. So Oroville converts the 4th and 1 with just under 11 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Oroville comes out, splits, slots to the top and the bottom. Looks like Bauer to his left. Clock moving with 10.5. Takes the shotgun snap, drops back. He's going to throw it deep as receiver broke off his route. And the defensive backs both kind of stayed there with him, almost got behind him at the end. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Oroville takes a shot after converting that first down. Looks like he tried to throw that to Rise. Could have been a big play for Oroville. Goes as a drop. Their 2nd already early. Oroville sends trips to the top. Split near side. Same spread formation. Running back to the right. The quarterback throws to the far side. Ball's high. Almost intercepted. Is it intercepted? They called it an interception. Good job getting his hands under there. That was Nick Strecker on the interception. Last interception he had, he hurt his ankle, so thankfully he got up and ran off. Trojans get the turnover on the first drive, 10-19 in the first quarter. They'll start at their own 43-yard line. 1st and 10. Great defensive play there. And by Flowers, get his hands underneath it. Shotgun formation. Oroville, 10 guys in the box. They give it to Caden. He's still going to pick up the first down. Or that's where they spot. He's right at the sticks. That pile moved quickly. Oroville had 10 men in the box, and Caden Beasley still got 10 on first drive. So Caden, 1 carry, 10 yards. Last week against Kettle Falls, he rushed for over 230 yards. So he's off to a good start today. Same formation, 2 tight ends, fullback to the right, Caden to the left. Now they send him to the right. Gives on the inside give to Arturo. Gets a great block. He's to the edge, drags a man, and then gets thrown down at the 35-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup for Arturo. So he gets all the way to the 35. First down, Trojans. 2 carries, 2 first downs. Great blocking out in front of him on that. Sent Caden to the right and then came back on the inside give to Arturo with a couple linemen plowing the way. Trojans moving the ball, 9.5 left to go. We're in the first quarter. Kind of a 4T. Now they send Caden your side and they got movement. Looked like they were going to try it. Same look the other way, but it'll first and 15. False start on the Trojans, pushes back to the 40 with 9:06 left to go. You mentioned it's carne asada night, and you can smell it. It smells really good. So that's how they like their carne asada, is a little burned. They don't normally do medium rare carne asada. 2 tight ends to the left, Beasley to the right. And Coach Joey's going to call timeout. So at 8:44, we have our first timeout taken by the Trojans. Moving the ball, but they face a first and 15. Tonight's broadcast, again, brought to you by Lake Chelan Helicopters. Give JL a call, 860-9058. We'll fly up to Stehekin today. There's beautiful snow halfway down the hills, along with changing tree colors. It was beautiful. Trojans have run 2 plays already, 21 total yards offense, 2 first downs. They face a first and 15. Oroville comes out. As they 3 down linemen with the nose guard right over the center. 4 linebackers right in the hole. They grow a little pitch to Beasley to the outside. He's got the edge. It's back to the original line of scrimmage. Tries to get the corner. Can't quite make it, but he's going to get 14 on first and 15. Almost got it all back. So great run by Caden Beasley. 2nd and 1. Does a good job negating that false start penalty almost. 2nd and 1. Second long one, almost 2. Ball spot just outside of the 26-yard line. Going to the north here, right to left. They give it to Caden. He's got the first down, almost shot through there. Someone got his ankle right at the 25. He'll get tackled at the 24. That's another first down for the Trojans. Pickup of 3 for Caden. Needed almost 2, got 3. Moves the chains with 8.5 left to go here in the first quarter on homecoming night. Trojans run right at Oroville early. Tight end to the right. Gives it to Stricker, who tries to bounce outside. We're going to have a hold, as it looks like one of the Trojans linemen. His mom might be watching, so I won't tell you who held, but we all kind of saw it up here. So it'll be first and 11 based on how they're going to spot this. Coming back, negate a 1-yard loss. They're going to move it to the hash. First and 21. Ball all the way back at the 36. Line to gain is the 15. Light's starting to take full effect now. Kind of an overcast night. Beautiful night for football. Flag barely rippling. Just a great fall night for homecoming. Just bring Slot to the near side. Beasley to the left. That's Flowers. Steps up in the pocket. Breaks a tackle. Now he's trying to run to the sideline. Gets hit low and knocked out of bounds at about the 27. Thank you. So Tucker, we'll see where they spot that. It was first and 22. He's going to get about 10. We'll call it 9. So second and 13. Just under 8 minutes left to go. Clock stopped as Tucker went out of bounds. Gives it to Beasley. Tries to get to the edge. He's going to push it forward, get maybe 5. I think second and 13 is going to turn into third and 9. Clock moving 7:43. No score early. We'll give him 5 yards. He's got 4 carries, 32 yards, 7.5 left to go in the first quarter. With the kind of the wet field after the week we've had, I think this is 4-down territory for the Trojans. I'd be surprised to try to, if they don't get another yard, it'd be a 40-yard field goal. They get to Beasley. Steps up, throws into the flat. Caught by Parker, and then he tries to drag him. He's going to get it up to about the 15-yard line, just shy of the first down. So that'll be 4th. So 4th and 1. Tucker threw that to Parker Schoenwald for about a 7-yard gain. 4th and 1. Big play for the Trojans. They need to get to the other side of 15. Just spot about half yard this side. Under center, I formation. Parker the fullback. Oroville crowd in the line of scrimmage. Give it to Beasley. Gets it. Now he pushes. It's going to depend on the spot. He got right to the 15-yard line. So the near officials walking in right at the 15. Oroville seems to think they stopped him. And they're going to say he did. Beasley picked up a yard, needed about 1.5 yards, so turnover on downs for the Trojans. Oroville just first good stop of the game for Oroville. First time held the Trojans under 4 yards a carry. And it turns the Trojans away. 6:23, Oroville coming right back at them. So I formation, kind of a wing to the right. Give it off tackle. Great job by the Trojans to blow that up. And the Trojans have the ball in the end zone behind the play. So the Trojans came out of there with the ball. They're going to call him down. I don't think the officials saw the stop. So it'll be 2nd and 11. One of the Trojan linebackers filled that hole and blew him up. So with under 6 minutes left to go, Oroville facing a 2nd and 11. That was one of those where went into the pile and the Trojan started running into the end zone. When those big linemen get their hands on the ball, they want to be able to celebrate. I formation, tight end, a wing near side. Fake it to the motion man. Now they throw it deep. Ball's caught at the 40. Good job. Flowers wrapping him up. Finally drags him down at the 39. So Oroville hits a big one from the 14 all the way out to the 38. Gets him out of field position jail. Ran a deep flag route. Got behind the Trojans defense. So 1st and 10 at the 38. 5.5 left to go in the first quarter. Come out. Wide flanker to the top with the close slot near side. Straight drop. Looking to his left. Now he steps up under pressure. Gets through. He's going to run to the far side. Going to get 5 before he's wrapped up just shy of the first down. Trojans had him for a loss. Then had him at the line of scrimmage. But eventually scampers for about 8. Breaks contain. And sets up a 2nd and 1. With 4:40 left to go in the first quarter. Manson got in there and pressured him. Just couldn't quite wrap him up, trying to break the tackle. Or break the block and make tackle at the same time. Unable to do it. Ball spot at the 31. They need to get to the 29. So 2nd and 2 and a short 2. As McCoy brings him up. Running back to his right. Slots on both sides, no tight end. Gives it right up the middle. He'll pick up about 3. Got a couple guys not set, but no flag, so it'll be 1st and 10. Ball at the 28. Need 2, got 3. 4 minutes left to go. Oroville second possession, moving it. All started at the 11 at the 15. They're 1st and 10 at the Trojan 28-yard line. Same spread formation, running back to the left. Splits both sides. McCoy, straight drop. Throws it near side. Ball is high. Almost one-handed it. Good job by Caden there on defense along with Tucker Flowers. So incomplete, 2nd and 10 with 3:35 left to go. Here in the first quarter, no score. Both teams have driven the ball, but Oroville turned it over on an interception on their first drive. Manson was stopped on 4th and 1. Stopped by about the length of the football. So clock stop, 3:35. Full house, off, unbalanced, near side. Give it to the tailback this side. Gets through the initial line, and he's going to pick up about 10, depending on the spot. Oroville sent an extra lineman near side. Unbalanced line ran right behind it, behind those 2 fullbacks, and they pick up 11 down to the 17. 3.5 left to go. 1st and 10. Oroville inside the Trojan red zone. That was Seth Bauer on the run. Come out, spread him out again. Trips to the top, a tight formation. Running back near side. Looks far side. Now he throws it into the flat. Ball is caught. Tries to cut back inside. Great open field tackle there by Strecker. That'll be a pickup of about 3 from the 17 to the 14-yard line. Long danger throw for a 3-yard pickup. That'll be 2nd down and about 6. We'll give them 4 on the completion. Clock moving under 2:50. Kind of an unbalanced line near side, running back to the left of McCoy. Drops back, steps up in the pocket. Now he tries to come near side. He's pretty athletic. Tries to throw across his body, wide open. Caught for the touchdown. 13-yard touchdown completion. McCoy had a man wide open as he was scrambling near side. So Oroville on to attempt the PAT with 2.5 left to go. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. So at 2:28 left to go in the first. 7. So 2:28 left to go. Oroville 7, Manson 0. And I want to thank Lakeshore Helicopters for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. 860-9058. 2:28 left to go here in the first quarter. Manson moved the ball all the way down to the Oroville 15 before they were turned away, and Oroville drove it 85 yards to take the lead. Next week, we will come to you live from Lindritzville. That game at 7. About a 3-hour drive, so, and it'll be cold. If you don't want to come sit out in the cold after driving that far, join us live right here. Broadcast will start just before 7. Thank you, Matt. Trojans line up 6 on the 50. One right behind him. Back to Beasley. And looks like Ryan Barragan. It'll be Guzman to kick it. He approaches, kicks it deep. Maybe taken by Brian, but he drops it. Now he picks it up at the 11. Finally does pick it up. Now he tries to go far side, gets hit, and dropped. So Trojans will start deep in their own territory at the 15. Oroville player down behind play, but he is up. It looks like he will stay in the game. Trojans' second possession of the game starts with 2:21 here in the first quarter. First quarter sponsored by Lakeshore Helicopters. Oroville scored on their second possession. Let's see if the Trojans can do the same. Tight end, fullback wing near side, Beasley to the right. Gives it to Beasley behind a blocker. He gets out to the 21, a pickup of about 6. 2nd and 4. Caden, a 6-yard pickup. We mentioned last week against Kettle Falls. Last week against Kettle Falls, he rushed for over 230 yards. A heck of a game for Caden Beasley. This week he is 6 carries, 39 yards, 2nd and 4. 1:45 left to go. Trips to the top. Split near side. And a little pitch to Beasley again with the man out front of him. He gets to the edge, has the first down. Now he's keep going. He's to the 40. I thought they had him. He gets it all the way out to the 48. That'll be a 27-yard run by Caden Beasley. The whole pile started to stop, and then he came shooting out with 1:30 left to go. Trojans quickly with the first down from the 15 all the way out to the 46 with 1:20 left to go in the first quarter. Oroville leads 7-0 after that 13-yard pass by McCoy, the Oroville quarterback. Slots near side. Oroville still crowding the box. There's a little screen near side. Beasley has it. Now he's got to break some tackles. He's not going to do it. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. Got a little screen near side, but Hayden couldn't quite break it loose. We'll say he gained about 2 inches. Second basically 10 with 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Trojans break the huddle with 30. Send Strecker near side. Trips to the top. Oroville still proud in the box. Now they give it to Beasley. Bounces outside. Little spin move. He'll pick up 7. Hit the circle button on that one. Pick up an extra yard because of it. They'll give him 8 with 8 seconds left to go. And that's how the Lake Chelan Helicopters first quarter will end. Oroville 7, Manson 0, but driving with their second possession. So Oroville is committed to stopping Beasley, and he still is 8 carries, 74 yards. Almost averaging 9 yards a carry is Caden Beasley. So we'll turn it around. Trojans now go left to right, heading into the south. No wind of note. They're actually heading into the part of the field with better, the grass looks a little thicker and more green. Trying to watch the official spot this. This is really concerned about a couple inches right there. So being a 3rd and 2. So we come out of the second quarter, brought to you by England Chiropractic Massage Therapy. 888-5477. Are you sure? I want to thank again Cole Cochran for helping with tonight's broadcast. He is bringing you the graphics. Trojans come out. 3rd and 2. They send Jesus Portillo near side. Now Junior Vargas split, trips near side. Oroville shoots the gap, and they get Parker in the backfield, so it's going to be 4th and 5. As Oroville sent 2 linebackers right up the A gap. And they got Parker, tried to do fullback give on 3rd and 2. They're going to give him forward progress. That's a pretty good spot. 4th and 3 at the Oroville 47. Second 4th down try for the Trojans. It looks like they're going to go for it. They trail 7-0 with 11.5 left to go in the second quarter. Trojans will go for it, come up. Looks like Parker to the left. Oroville crowding everybody. They give it to Parker, tries to go off tackle. There he goes. Falls forward, and Parker got all the way out to the 43. A pickup of 6. On 4th and 4, Parker gets the first down. So Parker, 2 carries, 4 yards. With the clock moving, 11:05 left to go in the England Chiropractic second quarter. Trojans trail 7-0. They started this possession at their own 15. Now they are all the way to the Oroville 43. Send a split to the top. Tight end fullback left, Beasley to the right. So that's Parker. They give an inside give to Arturo. He tries to get outside. That's not where that was, and they finally blow that dead. He's going to lose about 3 or 4. He tried to bounce it outside, but it looked like the hole was inside. Oroville continues to just crowd the line of scrimmage. Trojans had been able to run into it. This drive, they've been stopped a couple times. That time Arturo Baldovinos lost, they call it 4-yard loss. So about 10-10 left to go in the second quarter. Trojans break the huddle facing 2nd and 15. Trojans send a wing and a split to the top. That's Beasley. Drops back, pressure up the middle. Now he's going to run. He's in trouble. Tries to throw it, but he's going to get dropped for about a 10-yard loss. Looking for Beasley to the top. Just didn't have time to throw it, so it'll be 3rd and 21, all the way back to the Trojan 45, and this promising drive is facing a long stick here. They need to get all the way to the 34-yard line. Ball at the 45. Just under 9.5 left to go in the second quarter. Trips to the top with Parker kind of a wingback. Flowers takes the snap. Now he throws it underneath. There's Beasley. Tries to shake a man. He won't be able to do it, and he's going to pick up about 2. 4th and 20 coming up for the Trojans. Just under 9 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Coach Joey doesn't punt much, but this might be time to punt. They're going to send Arturo back. Back deep to return is Rise. He's a 5'10 senior. I know that is. Good snap, good kick, end over end. Going to bounce at the 25. Kind of go out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Let's see where he spots it. Right at the 19. So Oroville will take over inside their own 20 again with 8:24 left to go in the second quarter, sponsored by England Chiropractic. Trojans were moving the ball well on that drive, and then they had negative plays just kind of blow it up. Ended up having to punt, as Arturo had with the punt there, put him at the 19. Those two big passing plays is what hurt the Trojans on that last drive for Oroville on their touchdown drive. They come out, slots both sides. Running back to the left of McCoy. Takes a snap, drops back. Pressured. Now he gets hit and dropped inside the 10. Good job, Parker off the edge. That's about a 10-yard sack. They're going to drop him all the way back at the 9-yard line. 2nd and 20 coming up for Oroville. They're at the 10. So 2nd and 19 with 8 minutes left to go. Parker came off the near edge. First one there, and looks like the rest of the defensive line had a team meeting right there. Oroville comes out tight end and a wing near side. I formation. Gives it off tackle right. As he's going to break it. Beasley able to corral him so he doesn't get more, but he's going to have about a 24-yard pickup with the flag late, probably on the tackle. This looks like it might be face mask. So it is face mask on the Trojans. That'll put it from the 32 all the way out to about the 47, as they do call that a personal foul from the end of the run. Or they're marking this off. It'll be about the 48. 2nd and 19, and they convert. So it's 7.5. They do spot that at the 48-yard line. 7.5 left to go in the second quarter. Oroville leads 7-0. Hornets come out with the 2 tight ends and a slot kind of top. Slot to the near side, send a man in motion. They fake it to him, drops back, throws far side. Out there, intercepting it is. Looks like Flowers stepped in front of that. Great ball skills. Undercut the route and intercepted it. Sold out. Trojans with their 2nd interception of the game. Tucker Flowers with the pick. Trojans take over at the 39 on the interception, or 38 where they finally spot that. Tucker Flowers with the big interception. Turn away drive, promising drive by the Hornets. So Manson now start their 3rd possession. 7:23 left to go here in the half. Trojans break the huddle. Trips to the near side. Beasley to the right. Now we have whistle. Trojans call timeout as they had guys coming in late. A little bit of confusion coming out of that interception. It's like one of the linemen wasn't quite ready to come in. So with 7:23, Trojans take their 2nd timeout of the half. The second quarter brought to you by England Chiropractic, 888-5477. Next week, we'll bring you the action from Lind at Rittville. I've been told they actually have surface at their field, unlike Kettle Falls. We apologize that we couldn't bring you that one last week. Talked to the Kettle Falls school, one of the secretaries, and I told her I was coming to broadcast the game, and she told me that's kind of surprising since no one else comes, since they don't have cell service or Wi-Fi. So instead of driving 3.5 hours to not broadcast a game, we've got video and we're trying to cut highlights. We'll post those on the website. Again, Trojans won big. Caden Beasley had a career day, 230-some yards rushing. Trips to the near side. Flowers drops back. Now he's in pressure. Tries to roll near side. Gets to the edge. He's going to tuck it and run. Gets a block by Parker. Good job to not hit him high. Parker on that block. And Flowers is going to be right at the first down line. So Tucker, that'll be a 9-yard run. A lot of running to only get 9 yards. Second 9-yard carry for Tucker. 2 carries, 18 yards. With 6:53 left to go here in the first half. Trips to the near side. Beasley to the right of Flowers. Tight end to the top. Oroville, everyone in the box. They give it to Beasley. He tries to cut back. He gets through the initial line. He has the first down. Now he breaks the tackle. Another cut. Little zigzag run. Techno Bowl style. Goes left, right, then back right. And he'll pick up Pick up 12 yards. Good run by Caden Beasley. He's almost to 100 yards here in the first half with 6.5 left to go. Ball spot just between the 40 and 41 yard lines with 6:19 left to go. The way Oroville is playing, if you can just get past the first 9 guys, you only have to beat one more as they are selling out. Gives it to Caden. Same cut back. Now he tries to bounce outside. Stutter steps. Who's forward? He's going to keep going. He picks up a 12. What a run by Caden, picking his way through there. Back-to-back 12-yard runs. He now 10 carries, 98 yards into a 10-man front by Oroville. Moves the chains to the 29-yard line. Beasley to the left. Tight end to the right. Flanker top. Give it to Beasley off tackle. He's into the open. We have a hold behind the play. Flag comes in early as he gets all the way to the 15. So flag on the tackle also. I think they're going to call a hold in the middle of the line and a face mask. So we do have a face mask against Oroville. Chop block against the Trojans. So they will reset, replay first down. The only problem with calling it chop block is there was only one Trojan where the guy fell down. And you have to have 2 to chop block. So it'll be 1st and 10 all over. Take away the 14-yard carry. So it was a face mask. There's a face mask on Oroville on the tackle, but a hold or a chop block on the Trojans. So it's like nothing happened. 1st and 10 all over again with 5.5 left to go in the first half. Oroville, 10 guys crowding the box. Give it to Beasley. Look cut back into the secondary. Gets wrapped up from behind. They grabbed his jersey. He was a handful of jersey away from running that one all the way. Gets it just inside the 20. I think he's going to be just shy. 2nd and 1, a 9-yard pickup. Oh, they do move. Oh, I thought he signaled 2nd down. They're going to give him a 1st down, so 10-yard carry for Caden Beasley. 11 carries, 108 yards rushing in the first half against an Oroville team that is selling out to stop him. Under 5 minutes left to go here in the half. I formation. Oroville still mulling around, snap it. They do. They give it to Parker right up the middle. He's going to get down to about the 11. Pushes that pile. They're going to spot about the 12. Parker had a huge seam, just head of steam going. He'll pick up about 8. So 2nd and short coming up for the Trojans. Ball spot just outside the 12-yard line. Oh, they're going to actually give him 7 on that one. 2nd and 3. See, all right. Beasley left of Flowers. Trips to the top. Little pitch to Beasley outside. Now he cuts back. Tries to break a tackle. Gets hit. And flag comes in late. That was on. He thrown that on the tackle. They're going to call inadvertent face mask, I think. It was the signal. 5-yard face mask. Assessed from the 9. So this will go to about half the distance to about the 4.5-yard line. So it is accidental face mask. Gets the Trojans 1st and 10. They'll spot it right at the 5. With 4 minutes left to go. Trojans Arturo near side, I formation. 1st and goal from the 5. Give it to Beasley, off tackle, cuts it back. He's to the goal line, touchdown, Trojans. Caden Beasley, 5 yards out for the score. See, took over that drive. He is now 13 carries, 118 yards with the touchdown run there. Puts the Trojans within a PAT of tying this up. Arturo on to attempt out of the hold of Nick Strecker. The kick is up! And it is good. Didn't clear it by much. but he cleared it. So we are tied up with 3:54 left to go. Manson 7, Oroville 7. Great drive by the Trojans. King Beasley on the night, 13 carries, 118 yards. And I can't stress enough, he's doing it against 10 or 11 Oroville defenders in the box trying to stop him. There's nothing else Oroville can do to stop him. They are selling out already completely. This broadcast sponsored by England Chiropractic and Massage Therapy, 888-5477. So we mentioned homecoming today, so halftime will be a little bit longer. Don't think we forgot to restart it. We're just, we've got to drive the cool cars around, do the whole thing. 3:54, 7-7. We're all tied up. As Caden in this first quarter has taken over. He is on pace for, again, over 230 yards rushing. Chargers defense needs to make a stop before halftime here. They will receive the kick to start the second half. Trojans won the toss and deferred. So if they could stop and score, they could change the complexion of this game right after half. Arturo comes up. Little pooch kick. Gets it to one of the smallest kids on field. He runs far side. That's going to be a big face mask as the Trojan came in. Doesn't help that he looks like he can't weigh more than 120 pounds. And he got grabbed and spun around. That's as bad of a face mask as I think I've ever seen. So they say he grabbed him by the collar, so it's a horse collar. No, it is a face mask. From the 27 all the way up to the 42. He's going to be sore tomorrow. Speaking of chiropractic care, he's going to need it after that. His legs went straight vertical. I don't think I've ever seen that. And that's not in a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Oroville comes the line of scrimmage. Trips near side. Split to the top. First time we've seen this formation by the Hornets. Running back to the left. McCoy gives it to him. Trojans there, wrap him up, but he'll fall forward for about 3. Could have been in the backfield, but he'll fall forward to the 45. 2nd and 7 coming up with 3.5 left to go here in the first half, excuse me. The second quarter is sponsored by England Chiropractic. 888-5477. And you can tell it's homecoming because people keep coming up and yelling car years and models at poor Super Nintendo Charlton. Timeout by Oroville. That's their first of the half. Stops the clock with 3:22 left to go in the half. Oroville so far, they've had some success running the ball. They've had one big 24-yard game and a couple 11, 12-yard games. But their big damage has come getting behind the Trojans' defense. They threw about a 37-yard pass to get out from their own 11. And then they also threw that 13-yard touchdown pass on scramble. So, flip side, if you're the Trojan defense, they've also caused 2 interceptions. Coach Lopez sends his defense back out there. 3:22, 2nd and 7 at the Oroville 45. Oroville 2 timeouts, Manson 1. Oroville going to rehuddle. 25-second play clock here, so they don't have all day to do this. There they go. Trips to the near side. Actually, quads to the near side. Single shotgun. Quads near side. McCoy takes the drop, looks near side, throws a little hitch route, hit and wrap by Beasley. Picks up 4 yards. Good job by Caden. So he got 4, so it'll be 3rd and 3. Just old run and shoot. Quads near side, run a little hitch route. Made the completion, but Beasley came up and made the tackle. There's unlikely they're going to march 45 yards on 5-yard hitch route. So you're willing to give that to them and not give them over the top. Under 2:50 left to go. Oroville comes back, same formation. Quads to the near side. Split all alone, way at the top. Throws a little underneath. And he's going to be just short. No, he breaks the tackle. They had him. He keeps pushing the pile. Trojans were trying to get the ball, and he ended up getting about an extra 4 yards. Trojans had him just shy of the marker, but good job by, it looks like, Jackson Rise to get the first down with 2.5 left to go in Trojan territory to the 43. Quads near side again. Split to the top. McCoy calls for the ball. Takes the snap. Spills out to the top. Tries to get to the edge. Trojans are there to get him for about a yard pickup. Trojans looked like they had a spy on McCoy, and he was able to step up and make the tackle for a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. Didn't see who made the tackle. Under 2 minutes left to go. Oroville needs to go 42 yards. Trojans can't get beat deep. Quads near side. McCoy drops back, tries to throw the slant far side, almost intercepted. As who was that? Nick Strecker almost came in to intercept that. He broke on that route. It'll be 3rd and 9. Clock stops with 1:20 left to go. Good recognition by Nick. 2nd and 9. Big play coming up here for the Trojans defense. It's one of those things when you run a weird, funky formation like quads to one side, you typically isolate the other guy on the other side. But Nick did a good job alone on an island out there. Do the same thing. Now they're going to send slots to either side. Keep a running back in. To the left of McCoy. 3rd and 9. Drops back. Gets pressured. He's going to throw to the far side. Wide open. Making the catch. Cuts back. Trying to get to the sideline, but gets hit and wrapped. Good tackle there by Strecker. After all that, it's a 11-yard pickup to the 30 with 1:07 left to go. Once they spot this, the clock starts. There they run the clock with 1:05 and counting. 1st and 10. And the little underneath, I ran a man off and then in route underneath it to pick up the first down. Under 55 seconds, clock running. Quads to the near short side. They've got Strecker all alone to the top. Drops back, throws underneath, makes the catch, bounces off of Beasley. Now he runs over another guy. He'll have the first down. That is Rise. That's their stud. He gets it to the 20 for another first down. They're going to give him the first down. Now they run the chain clock with 36 seconds as they set the chains. Trips the near side, drops back. Now he's going to step up, throws, intercepted by Beasley! Down the far sideline! Cuts back! Now he cuts back again, he's on help, he's into the open, he's at the 40! He's at the 30! 20, 10, 5! No flags! No flags! Touchdown! Trojans! Caden Beasley, 90 yards. Interception return for a touchdown. Made up for that missed tackle. And then some. Talk about making a play before halftime. Trojans will receive the opening kickoff. That could turn the game right there. Heck of a job by Caden to cut it off and weave his way. Good job by the Trojan blockers to get him into the end zone with the escort. Arturo on to attempt the PAT. Kick is up, and it is good. 6.3 seconds left to go in the first half. Trojans 14, Oroville 7. Caden Beasley, 90-yard interception, pick 6. Heck of a play. Big guys, big players make big plays in big situations. That's what Caden Beasley did right there. 14-0, 14-7, 6.3 left to go here in the first half. This second quarter brought to you by Lichtenstein Helicopters. Second quarter brought to you by England Chiropractic, 888-5477. They were trying to throw an out route to one of their receivers, and Caden undercut it and picked it off. I didn't. So I couldn't tell which receiver they were trying to throw to. They're trying to throw that to 34. Their other stud, Seth Bauer, you mentioned Rise and Bauer, tried to get that to him, but Caden did a heck of a job. 6.3 seconds left. Oroville with 2 timeouts. We'll see what Coach Joe does here on the kickoff. You don't want to let him give it a cheap one on a kickoff return. Almost kick it out of bounds and make them run 2 plays. Tudo spreads him out. He approaches. Little squib kick, right? Taking good hop. That ball's live. Picks it up. Now he tries to get near side. 3 seconds left. We've got a flag behind the play with 0.9 seconds. Looked like a Trojan ran out of bounds and then came in to make the tackle. But 0.9 seconds almost ran it all off. So most likely, unless the penalty, there will be just one more play this half. So it'll be a block in the back on Oroville. So Oroville, they're gonna get the ball at their own 9-yard line. 1 play left in the half. So they try to do something goofy. Manson just needs to keep it in front of him and make a tackle. So I don't think this is an end of the half isn't where you do some sort of fumble, risky pitch it around Stanford type thing because the other team could pick it up and run it in. Manson's going to play their version of prevent. As Oroville looks like they will kneel this. There they go. So that is how the first half ends. Manson 14, Oroville 7. We'll be back with the start of the second half in just under 20 minutes. Welcome back to the second half. Manson lead 14-7 on Oroville was driving to end the first half before Caden Beasley intercepted the pass about the Trojan 11-yard line and returned it all the way back for a touchdown. Now Trojan set to receive the opening half kickoff. This could score before the end of the first half. This is the kind of thing it can do, is turn a game. Trojans trailed 7-0 most of the first half. Now they lead 14-7. Little pooch kick near side. Taken at the 35. Gets hit and dropped at the 39. Did a good job just securing the ball. Trojan will have decent field position. It was Francisco Pacheco who made that catch on the kickoff and secured the ball. So 1st and 10 Trojans. Third quarter brought to you by Lake Schlein Helicopters, 860-9058. Manson leads 14-7. Oroville has sold out to stop the run. And Cade Beasley still has 120 yards rushing, almost 118. Trips to the top, little pitch to Beasley outside. Gets a block on the edge, trying to run to the races. He's almost got the corner, got the first down. Almost had that corner to break it. That'll be a 15-yard pickup. He is over a 133 yards rushing. 15 yards on first down. Running that little pitch towards the trip side. 11:48 left to go. 49, excuse me. Clock stopped. So he got pushed out of bounds. Ball spot in Oroville territory at the 48-yard line. Give it to Caden. Cut back. Into the secondary. Out in the open. Breaks the tackle. He's down the far sideline. 20. Gets pushed out of bounds just inside the 20. From the 48, they're going to spot it right on the 20. 28-yard rush. Caden Beasley, 2 big gains. Get the Trojans deep into Oroville territory. They're going to spot that just shy of the 20 at the 21. So a 27-yard run by Caden. 15 carries, 161 yards. Gets starting up. They're running into the entire Oroville defense lining up in the box. Trojans send receivers both sides, I formation. Get to Parker up the middle. Gets hit, and he's going to get maybe 2. Depends on the spot. A pickup of a yard for Parker. Four carries, 14 yards. Down N8. We'll call it a long one. 2nd and 9. Give it to Caden, far side. Off tackle, breaks a tackle. Ran it kind of between the tackle and tight end to the top. Gets it to the 12. Again, another run where Caden almost broke it. 3rd and 8, he'll pick up, or 2nd and 8, he'll pick up 7. It'll be 3rd and 1. At the 13-yard line where they spot that. Trojans need to get to the 12. Those of you curious, the homecoming royalty came out in a 65 Mustang, a 2018 Tesla, a vintage pickup, and a Chrysler Sebring. I had people asking about homecoming. That was the takeaway I had. Give it to Beasley, gets hit in the backfield. Looked like he got grabbed by his helmet. He came up asking for it. So they're going to say he lost a couple. So 4th and 4. Looked like it was a weird play. I didn't hear a whistle, and it looked like they grabbed him by his helmet. Caden came up signaling that he got face masked, it looked like. But it'll go for a 2-yard loss. 4th and 4 with 9:37. Oroville, everyone inside. Give it to Caden. Gets to the sticks. I think he got to the 10. The near spot has it. And they do. 6-yard pickup for Caden. As he is now 18 carries, 171 yards by my unofficial chicken scratches. He'll come off for a much-deserved break. Good drive here by the Trojans. 2.5 minutes so far. First down at the 10. They got Jesus in the backfield along with Parker. Arturo near side in that wing formation. Give it to Parker. Tries to get outside. He's not going to get there. We've got a flag behind where holdings are called. And again, the Trojans get deep into Oroville territory and get called for a penalty. So this will make it from where the flag landed, first and goal from the 20. They're going to spot all the way back at the 21. So first and goal from the 21. As Trojans tried to get outside, all of Oroville crowd in the box. Manson tried to run outside, and it resulted in a big penalty. 9:12 left to go. Brian in the backfield. Arturo to the top. Give it to Brian. Tries to bounce it outside. He gets hit and wrapped up and thrown back. And Brian's going to lose a couple. So now to be second and goal from the 23. Trojans need yardage just to get in field goal range. As they try to bounce Brian outside. Oroville had good contain. So second and 22 at the Oroville 22. Second and goal from the 22. Clock running, 8:20 left to go. Opening drive of the third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by Lake Chelan Helicopters. 860-9058. Caden checks back in. Flowers drops back. Now he's under pressure. Steps up, throws it deep. Arturo's out there. Tipped and intercepted at the goal line. And he's going to go down at the 6. That ball tipped to himself. And on the interception, that was Colo Mosier to turn the Trojans away. Oroville will have it at their own 5. But poor Oroville will take the bad field position because it means Trojans didn't score. First and 10 Oroville with 8:01 left to go. Coming back at us left to right. Trojans had Oroville deep before, and Oroville was able to throw deep over the top to get out of bad field position. Let's see if they tried the same thing. They sent trips to the top. Split near side, running back to the left of McCoy. Gives it up the middle. Bounces into the secondary. Breaks another tackle. Now he's down the sidelines. He'll get pushed out of bounds at the 25. Trojans asking for a block on the back only because it was obvious and right in front of everybody, but it goes uncalled. Bounces it all the way out to the 28. 18-yard pickup for Oroville on first down. A little inside give. Just under 8 minutes, 7:53 left to go in the third quarter. Manson leads 14-7. Oroville with kind of a wing T look, fullback, halfback behind him. Wing to the left. Now they give it up the middle. Gets hit and dropped. He's going to lose a couple. Going to lose one at least. So it'll be second and 11. Right there in the middle, trying to see who made the tackle. Looked like Cody Fitzpatrick was the one right there for a 2-yard loss. Second and 11 at the Oroville 26-yard line. They need to get out to the 37. Clock running, 7:20 left to go. They sent 2 receivers to the top. Tight end in a slot near side with the split. Now they send a man in motion. Take it, drops back. Tries to throw near side. Ball's caught at the 35. He falls down at the 30. Or excuse me, made the catch at the 30 and slipped at the 32. That was Rise. Makes it 3rd and 5. He had open field to turn and make the line of game. Trojans will be glad that he slipped and fell. Or will face 3rd and 5 inside their own 35-yard line. I don't know if this is 4-down territory for Oroville or not. I guess it depends on what they do here. I formation, unbalanced line near side. Now they go into that kind of wing look, give to the fullback. And the pile, they initially had him. The pile keeps moving. Now they stop him. And so Oroville able to move the pile about 3 yards. Trojans would have had him stop for about a 4th and 2. But instead it'll be a 1st down. A little fullback give. So 6:15, Oroville moves the chains out to they're going to spot it at the 38-yard line. They need to get to the 37. They got the 38. Halfway through the third quarter brought to you by Lake Chelan Helicopters. 860-9058. Oroville sends slot to the top. Slot near side. Rides to the left of McCoy. Now both wide receivers took off running, so this will be false start. This will be false start on Oroville as both receivers just took off running. Now, I don't know how the far official could possibly overrule the near official when this happened on his side. So they do get it right. False start on Oroville. They'll make it 1st and 15. They talked it out, but got it right. That's what you want to see. Going to push it all the way back to the 33-yard line. Come out kind of with a wing T look. Tight end wing near side. Split to the top. Pull back halfback. Give it to the inside. Give far side. As Parker gets knocked off. Brian misses the tackle. Right gets dropped. He's going to get about 8 yards on 1st and 15, maybe 10. So this will be 2nd and 5 coming up. A little crisscross. Right wing 55 crisscross. It'll be 2nd and 6. Gave it to the running back. Gave it back to the wing on the reverse. And they do get 8. So 2nd and 7 coming up with 5:03 left to go. Send a man near side. Quads to the top. McCoy all by himself. Drops back. Drop near side. Nick Strecker's there. Unable to make the catch. He slipped on the turf. Nick was more the intended receiver than the receiver. Defense there by Strecker. We have a Trojan helping Oroville player get back dressed as his shoulder pad popped out of his jersey. It'll be 3rd and 7. 4:51 left to go. In the third quarter, ball spot at the 41-yard line of Oroville. Big play for the Trojans here, trying to get the ball back after their promising drive was turned away by an interception at the goal line. Oroville trips to the top. Split near side. McCoy gives it to Rise near side. Gets hit. He's going to drag the pile a little bit. So it'll be 4th and 3, and I think Oroville's going to go for it. I think they run it on 4th and 7. Knowing they're going to go for it. On 3rd and 7, excuse me. 4th and 3 is Rise with good carry, but he'll be just shy. Clock moving, 4:25 left to go. We'll see what Oroville does. Just give it to Rise right up the middle, see if he can move the pile again. They've done the fullback give out of this. As they do wing right. Rise the fullback. They do give it to Rise. Hits the pile. This time he doesn't push it, and Trojan stops him. Needed 3. He got maybe 1. They gave it that fullback trap to Rise, and he did not get it. Able to move the pile before, but not this time. Trojans turn it over on down, or get the turnover on downs. Force it with 3:59 left to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Manson in Oroville territory at the 46. Great defensive stand by the Trojans to get in there and stop that play that had been successful for Oroville. Trojans come up. Bunch formation with a tight end, fullback, wing to the top. Give it to Beasley. Now he cuts back behind blockers. Gets wrapped up from behind, but he's still able to get almost 5 yards. So Caden now 176 yards on 19 carries. With 3 minutes left to go in this Lake Chelan Helicopters third quarter. Second and a long 5, almost 6. Parker fullback right. Now they send Beasley in motion. Manson moved. There's the flag. So when Tucker sent Beasley in motion, the split out to the top stuttered and moved. And they blew it dead. So with 3:18, Trojans commit a false start, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Wind the clock with just under 3:20 left to go in the third quarter. Trojans, this is only their second possession of the second half. Both teams have been able to methodically move the chains and milk out that clock. Oroville again crowding 10 guys in the box. Little inside give to Strecker. Tried that crisscross that Trojans used, or that Oroville used, and this only gets 2 as Nick Strecker tried to run it, but Oroville stayed home. And they're crowding so many people in the line. I don't know how much of that is they stayed home or didn't have time to go anywhere. 2.5 left to go here in the third quarter. Manson leads 14-7, 3rd and 9 at the 45-yard line. Trojans come out, trips to the top. Tucker had him open. Now he's under pressure. Ball's on the ground. Trojans get it back. Oh, as Tucker, if he had another second, Brian was open deep, but Tucker was running for his life. Flowers unable to get it to him. Fumbles recovered by the Trojans. Maybe 4th and 12 at the 47. Looks like the Trojans will punt. Arturo comes out. Good snap to Arturo. Good high kick. Bounces at the 19. Gonna roll down to the 5. He'll stop at the 4. Heck of a punt by Arturo. 44-yard punt. Dies at the Oroville 4-yard line. Trojans again pin Oroville deep in their own territory with 1:15 left to go in the third quarter. So again, next week we'll have be out in Ritzville, probably the worst beach trap in the state. Second behind Wilbur. Can't think of a worse one. But we'll be there to bring you that game against Ritzville. Then the week after, we'll be back home for senior night against Mabton. Oroville, power full house formation on off kind of unbalanced line. Give it near side. Gets hit at the 5, but he pushes the pile. He's going to get out right towards the stick. Officials are taking their time blowing the whistle tonight. But he's going to get it to the 16, so 12-yard pickup gets him out of the shadow of the goalpost with 57 seconds left in the third quarter. So for those of you curious about homecoming, I actually don't know who seniors won. Parker was out there because he had his number on his jersey. I formation Wing near side. Pitch for outside. Now he cuts back. Trojans get him around the waist and drop him. He might lose a yard. We'll try to get to the names of royalty. So it'll be 2nd and 9. I guess he didn't lose yardage. Those of you curious about homecoming, it was Valerie Hunt and Nikolai Sanchez. Sophomores were Macy Ward and Francisco Pacheco. The juniors were Grant Torgeson and Gioia Fasolo, as that's how the third quarter ends. Manson leads 14-7. Oroville, when we come back, will have 2nd and 10 from their own 15. And the seniors, who are king and queen, were Brenda Alonso and Park. So that's your homecoming. And the important thing, the car is a 65 Mustang owned by Mr. Nygreen. 64 Dodge half-ton pickup owned by Dan Mogan. 2002 Chrysler Sebring made famous by Michael Scott.